Amongst the works of art at Suby Hall is a small, rather naive painting that features what is perhaps the only surviving image of Bridlington's fort. It shows the fort as it appeared in about 1800, a small battery of 6 guns facing out to sea over a turf parapet. A moat and rampart protect the fort on its landward side. Access is by a fixed bridge and wooden gate adjacent to a small brick-built gatehouse. Inside the fort is just a single building. This would have provided accommodation for the commander, a barracks for the gunners, and a powder magazine for the cannon. The need to defend Bridlington had been recognised during the Civil War, when the port was first fortified, but it was the Anglo-Dutch wars of the 1660s and 70s that put Bridlington on the front line in the European conflict. Dutch warships and privateers preyed on merchant ships in the bay, and there were several attempts by the Dutch to land raiding parties in the town. It was evident that stronger defences were needed, and 3 new forts were planned, although it seems only one was ever built. And by the time it was completed, the war had finished. In 1672, war between England and the Dutch Republic erupted once again, but lack of maintenance meant that when the guns were fired, their carriages collapsed. In 1688, the Dutch threat ended when William of Orange, himself a Dutchman, became King of England, and so the fort was decommissioned. Although the fort was briefly rearmed after the Battle of Flamborough, it was the outbreak of the Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars with France that led to its rebuilding and reoccupation. It is this reconstructed fort that we can see in the painting. Inevitably, the geography of the wars with France meant it was the south of England, not the north, that faced the greatest threat, and the rebuilt fort never saw action. In the winter of 1812, 3 years before the Battle of Waterloo, the fort was described as having gone over the cliffs in a storm. It was never rebuilt, and no sign of it remains today, although its memory lives on in the Bridlington road name, Fort Terrace.